Yuzuru Hanyu began his first solo tour at the Saitama Super Arena. He expressed his own story on the ice, based on the worldview of the game, captivating the audience of 14,000 people. The ice show will be held at the same location on November 5th, and will also be held in Saga Prefecture in January, and in Kanagawa Prefecture in February next year. Mr. Hanyu's post-speech interview questions and answers are as follows. On his thoughts after the first day. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to all the staff who stayed up all night until the very last minute of today's opening to create this performance called Repay. I'm very glad I was there. I was able to demonstrate it like this, and that I was able to realize the ice story as a work. What is the theme of Repay? First of all, I learned from various games, comics, novels and other sources that I learned what my life is like and how precious life is, much like how everyone feels. I learned this from various works. More once in the game, the concept of life is really easy in a way. You can repeat it. That's why you can do different things using the characters based on your curiosity. He can push forward and move forward. If we apply this to the real world, he may be a man trying to achieve his dreams, but if you look at him from a different point of view, he may be a very scary man. No, but I thought a little about what people would do if they could do it again. Then the choice, which you did once in your life. Well, even if before this option there was a path of destruction, and if there was a life in which you overcome all obstacles, if you understand your dreams and understand some goal, then this process will repeat again once. If yes, which would you choose? This story is about ice cream. I'm sorry it's hard to put into words, but I don't want the story to tell you the answer, but rather to make you think about it. I want this to be an opportunity for you to think about this. I think it was a story and piece called Repay. Before the last performance of the first half, Messenger of Doom, there was a 6-minute training session. The goal of performing in a competitive style is, I was originally thinking about doing something like a 6-minute workout and match format while I was creating the show, but this time I wanted to create a structure that felt like a professional match. I really wanted it to feel like that, and even though it's 6 exercises, it fits the song perfectly, and it's like creating a dungeon or a boss fight or something like a stage. I'm going to do it. You seem to be overcome with emotion by the end. What's the difference between shows after you turn pro? At the end of the day, this is completely different from the ice shows we've done so far. This is not just one program. There are many different programs in one production, and, of course, there are programs that we have done before. However, when it enters history, it can be seen in a completely different way. The goal is to show things like this in one thread, so I decided to take on the challenge of creating this ice cream story from a completely different perspective. Spirit than I was before, and above all, I find it scary at times to be able to write and express what I want to express with so many people participating. I understand, but I do think it must be difficult to be able to work on something that everyone created while feeling pressure and responsibility. As an athlete, I have a renewed desire to work hard to perform well while pushing my limits. It was nice to see the structure of just spinning and skating without any sound, while the sound of the ice echoed. Was this piece created while thinking about history? Well, there's also a song called Megalovania, which respects the original song and the original work, and there's a story called Undertale, and that battle scene is the best one. There's no sound at the beginning. The enemy does a special move, but there is a scene where he is silent, and only the sound of the enemy attack is heard, which I thought was pretty cool. However, if we include this in the story, perhaps the player Yuzuru Hanyu and 8-bit Hanyu in the game, someone somehow watched the story. Yuzuru and, rolling Yuzuru Hanyu may have been considered separate, but then they came out, and as I silently created them one by one, I thought things like, maybe that was a character from the game. And similar things gradually make sense. I plan to think about this in the future. He did a jump combination that was impossible to do in competition. I wonder what it is. This program itself starts with a picture of the final boss, and at the end you will have to clear it, but after you finish the fight you will finally be able to defeat it. I can defeat him. That's why even if you defeat him, you will feel like you've used up everything. You can save. It doesn't end there. It feels like it's about to end. Continue again. However, in a sense the theme of repay is that it is repeated, so of course in the match. It may be an unusable jump, but Euler's jump is, the Salchow is a jump that is repeated a lot, so I thought it would fit well with the theme, and I also think it would fit well sonically. I thought about it.